Hey everybody, welcome to the JLash Show. My name is Lasher, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 16 of the JLash Show. So I'm very unpleased to announce that the 76ers lost against the now 6-1 Chicago Bulls 100-11 to 113. What I really want to talk about is how bad the offense and defense was the second half of the game. I watched highlights and I was like, "What is this?" Because I thought it was like a high school NBA team playing. That was very shameful to watch. Actually, I felt ashamed as a Philadelphia 76ers fan, and we shouldn't. I mean, Kevin Huerter and Nikola Jokic Nikola Jokic didn't really rain any threes down besides the one, the dagger pretty much at the end, which was. And then another head scratcher where Quentin Grimes tried to throw down a three to win the game, which is let's just let the game go to overtime. It was one of those scenarios, and they thought, oh, let's shoot a three outside at the most absolute crucial moment of the game, and let's not win it in overtime. I don't know what their thought process was on that, but it was bad. But it is whatever. But Tyrese Maxey again on the offense did excellent. 39 points, and then the Sixers proceeded to blow it away. Whatever. The 76ers organization doesn't care. But Maxey, he's probably like MVP caliber as of right now, in my opinion. Now, you might say, probably not. Tyrese Maxey isn't that good. Well, he's had at least 25 points this season. So, I totally think he's MVP caliber. And this game he went perfect for free throws and went 14 for 26 on field goals. But he is a lethal shooter. And we know that from this season, last season, and the season before. I totally think that he's totally fine outside of the paint. But, the paint, yes, it isn't his place. He's only 6 foot something, so it's not really his place. Leave that to Embiid, which Embiid, again, isn't really... He sucks. His defending skills could use a little bit more work. But we just completely blew it out of the water in the second half. Like I said, Kevin Huerter should not be raining down threes on us, and we were letting him score threes in the corner. What are we doing? We cannot leave him open. What are we doing leaving him open? I don't even understand. Honestly, I don't know why. But really solid defense from Chicago the second half. They were able to come back from a 24-point deficit, which is amazing. Not good for the 76ers, though. Josh Giddey, he had a triple-double with 29 points, 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds, which we easily could have stopped, and 12 assists. Oh, my God. And like I said about that Nikola Jokic dagger, he shot a three-pointer with only 3.2 seconds remaining on the clock. Yay! And then the Philadelphia 76ers, like I said, attempted to take a three-pointer when they could have easily just let it go to overtime. Right? I don't know what their thought process was on that, like I said. What are they drawing up on the board? What could they be possibly drawing up on the board that could be leading to plays like that? I don't know. But it ain't good. Quentin Grimes, yes, he's doing pretty good. Well, he's doing okay. At best, but oh my God. It's infuriating for this team. We started off 4-0, awesome. We weren't supposed to be good at all this year. And now the fact that we're 5-2 is actually kind of shocking. But really, we really should have we should have won this game, especially with a 24-point advantage away. What happened, guys? What could possibly have happened, right? Really, come on. We should have won this. we should have won this. So the rebounds is what we really need to work. We really need to work on that. What I'm gonna say to you guys, yeah. VJ Edgecombe had 11 rebounds total, with 6 being defensive and 5 being offensive rebounds, obviously. Josh Giddey, wait till you hear this. 12 defensive rebounds from our offensive offensive mistakes. Like, we made so bad mistakes. Embiid's ball handling is trash. And as you see it as a big man, yeah, you're not going to be very good with ball handling, so you shouldn't try to be fancy with it. You should just try and, as a center, you want to try and be in the paint. And then they can pass it to you, and then you can jam it down. But, like, Embiid with all these fancy stuff, he just got the ball stripped away from him. And for good reason, because he was being all fancy-dancy with it. So, I'm not even shocked. So, he got what he deserved. And it's well deserved too, honestly. They really shouldn't have came back. That was a 24-point deficit. It should be you got this in the bag, and that's it. They didn't have it in the bag because their offense and defense just stalled. Like, they shouldn't. Chicago, yeah, they have good defense, but they really shouldn't be like hammering you, because like, you should have it under control, and they didn't have it under control clearly. But like, at that point, you should have it on cruise control. 76ers didn't, and they let Chicago defend them really good, unfortunately. What can I say? We lost fair and square. Embiid, ball handling needs to get better. The 76ers offense needs to get better in the second half. They just gave up. And then the 76ers defense needs to they need to get with the program, honestly. Like, if you just look at it, we look soft in the second half. And they left Kevin Huerter open, and then they left Nikola Jokic open with 3 seconds left. So, yeah, that's unacceptable. So, we need to draw some new stuff on the board and kind of start. And we need to just start playing around with that, because as we see, it's not working. The play calling isn't working as of right now. And we just need something new, and that's okay. You can grab new stuff. So it is what it is, I guess. So now we're 5-2, but we're still on the top in the Atlantic Division. So that's good stuff right there. So now let me take you to the weather report with Matty Kelchner coming up.
Good afternoon, JLash Show Nation. Current temperatures right now about 65 degrees. That could change, and it will change. Looking ahead, in the past 24 hours, a cold front has moved into the greater Philadelphia area, causing cooler temps and a chance of rain before ultimately the weather getting nicer. Going into next week, next Monday, get ready to break out the winter coats. Yeah, you're on sweatshirts, but it's definitely going to get to the low 40s. And then if you have to go out at night to do something, bless your soul, because it'll be in the 30s. All right, that's all from me. Have a good weekend. Have a good week.
Thank you, Maddie, for the good JLash Show weather report. So now for the Hurricane HQ, quiet tropics. Not much to talk about there. Luckily, they're quiet. Hopefully, they stay that way. So that's pretty much about it. Now back to the JLash Show. Welcome back from the JLash Show weather report. I hope you liked it. So now moving on to the Philadelphia Flyers, who are now 7-5-1 and won 5-4 against the Montreal Canadiens away. So good stuff from the boys last night, actually. Shootout was very intense. Trevor ZEGRAS had 2 assists yesterday. This guy's legendary, so I can't say anything bad about him, actually. We're a very good team. Very good offensive team. Very close game, though. I think the Flyers had the upper hand. They were 3-0 at the end of the first period, and then the Montreal Canadiens scored 4 goals at the end of the second, and then got tied up at the end of the game, which led to a shootout. So yeah, that was a recap of the game, which was very intense. But I'm happy that the Flyers came away with it. Good stuff from the boys. Bobby Brink, 2 goals. Let's go. So he's a good guy. Grebekin scored 1 goal last night, so I think he's a rookie. I had never really heard him. I never really heard him in the Flyers before, so I'm excited to see how he plays. Honestly, not much for them though. They were a very good. They're a very good team though. So yeah. For the Philadelphia Phillies, not much happening with them, but the Dodgers did unfortunately win the World Series. We could have beat them and we could have gone to the World Series. We had a more chance of going to the World Series than the Dodgers. But at the end of the day, it's whatever. So that's pretty much about it for that. Very unfortunate that we couldn't make it to the World Series. Always next year. Whatever. I don't really care. All right. So that's Eagles are playing Green Bay. Green Bay's they're okay. So we'll kind of see how that goes. We're 8:15 Eastern time at Lambeau Field. So make sure you guys watch and cheer on the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's pretty much about it. Now on to your JLash, your Hatter Sports Report. Coming now. Welcome to the JLash, your Hatter Sports Report. I'm your Hatter Sports Report expert, Jackson Lasher, and the Hatboro Horsham hockey team is playing Springfield at 9 p.m. tonight. So make sure to watch. Hopefully they win. I hope they win. I heard that they are. I know that they are going to be a pretty good team this year overall. So yeah, Winter Sports is going to be coming in soon, so I will make sure to report on that. That's pretty much about it for your Hatter Sports Report, and that is pretty much about it for your JLash Show, Season 2, Episode 16. Make sure to follow our social media platforms. Inquiries are jackson@thejlashow.com. That's me, and then my business email is jlashow@gmail.com, and my website is thejlashow.com if you want to become a guest. And if you look up here, you got all the news that you need to know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Have a good night, JLash Show Nation.